First, we'll start off that Lidia is the latest character announced for the new Tekken DLC. You know, she's in a political position in her country. I can't remember if it's the prime minister or what position it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody, please don't let me be ignorant out here. But but she, huh?
Yeah, I think she was prime minister.
I think
Okay,
so.
so
Yeah.
I was right. So that's right, kids. Never doubt yourself. But so she was announcing she's looking pretty good. I saw a lot of people were saying like, oh man, she's nothing but a woman Leroy. But but so hopefully she doesn't come in and be broken like Leroy. So we'll give it over to you guys. How you guys feeling about it? It's looking pretty amazing to me, but I ain't the FGC expert. We'll give it over to you guys.
Lydia, she looked dope. I'm gonna just put it short and sweet. She's dope. Definitely got my interest. I bought the season pass for season 4, which I think is a little, well, I guess I could say a little pricey for just 2 characters in like 2 stages, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely more efficient than just buying them separately. But I love her stage. They brought back a Tekken 4 classic soundtrack remixed. With her second part of her stage is absolutely phenomenal. The character looks cool. People say she's like a female Leroy. I actually compare her more to Jin. I feel like she's more like Jin. Because like the way her moves work, like even her strikes, like her style looks a little similar to like Jin's like Mishima karate style or whatever he did for himself to separate himself from his father and his grandfather.
Yeah.
And she also kind of gives me a feel of I just lost. She also gives me a feel of not only Jin but Haran, because a lot of her kicks, she got like the kind of taekwondo type kicks. Not just like the inputs, but just like her animations. She's a great character. The stances are dope. She got like 3 different stances. She do different things out of them. She can transition into them. I think another reason why I like her because she's like Miguel. Miguel is like one of my mains, one of my favorite characters in Tekken, and like he has the savage stance, and it's kind of similar. Like he goes into moves to transition into a savage stance, and then he can go out. So she's very similar in that regard. She has a lot of corkscrew like combo extended. Like she has like 6 of them, which I haven't played Tekken a whole lot like the past few seasons, but I don't know if that's a standard. But like I know normally people have like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4, but she has like 6 moves that she can like pop you up and then ground bounce you to get an extra combo. She's dope. I think the whole character, the whole concept of a prime minister coming into the game is dope. She looks cool. I like her outfit. Not a big fan of her alternate, like her business outfit. I like her gi a lot more. And I think she's a cool character. I know there's been a little debates about people not liking the fact that they feel that this was an opportunity for them to bring in like an older looking character in terms of the woman, but I think it's fine. Like I've looked at research and done like prime ministers have been pretty young, and it's like I think if I'm not mistaken, she's like in her 30s or something like that. So, and I feel like she looks 30. Like I guess people think 30s is like super old, but you can still look pretty young as 30. So I don't know. I just feel like she's a cool character. I don't think people need to look too deep into it. Just have fun with the character. I don't really know where she stands as far as tier wise right now. What people think about her. I've tried her out, tried combos with her, went through a move list. She's fun to me. Definitely one of my new favorites. So I just hope that I hope to see like tournament footage of her. Online tournament footage of her. I hope to see that and see what she can do and see how she stack up against the cast. But I think this was a good choice for a newer character. She kind of gives me a Kira vibes also from Virtua Fighter. And people saying like, oh, she's not that original, but I'm like, look, let's just stop. She looks cool. She's a new character. I like the whole concept. Let's just be happy with the character we got.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, exactly. I've definitely, first off, I definitely agree with Mr. Game and Lift. Not for most things, but specifically to begin with about we're talking about Miguel, right? Miguel is my main too. I love like Miguel mains unite, bro. Like that, he's one of the coolest characters in my opinion in the entire Tekken universe. Like he's amazing. He's got like he has like the savage stance, and you have like down forward 1 and you hold forward and you go into savage stance. And Lidia is kind of like that. There are like some moves that she'll do. She'll do like a quick one, like 1-1-2 or something like that, and then she'll go into cat stance. She has so many stances. She has cat stance 1, and there's cat stance 2, and then there's like crouching tiger or something like that. You know what I mean? Like she has like 4 or 5 different stances, and they all have all these different things that you can do from them. They have the one, it's cat stance 2, and if you hit back, then she jumps backwards, create some space there. But if you jump backwards and hit 1, she comes back and does like a really quick unblockable. Like that's one of the fastest unblockables I've ever seen, actually. To be honest, I don't think it's the fastest. I think the fastest might be, isn't Yoshimitsu's flash is pretty fast, and I think that might be the one where he just kind of like does the thing with the sword. I think that one's pretty fast. It might not be unblockable, but I'm pretty sure it's unblockable. Feel free to correct me in the comments. The thing about it is, man, I've been playing with Lidia. I'm more of for those of you who have seen me play fighting games before, I play characters like Astaroth, Miguel, Nagoriyuki. I'm an unga bunga player. There's no getting around that. I like playing these really big, cool characters that do a whole lot of damage. Somebody actually, I think it was Artsy Nate. Yeah, it was Artsy Nate suggested that I try out Gigas, so I might be looking into Gigas as well to see how that goes. But yeah, I've been trying out some different characters, but this character Lidia is a little bit more technical than I'm used to, but she's fun, man. I'm having a whole lot of fun with her. I think, like Devin said, people are kind of looking a little bit. Just from my perspective, I think that people are kind of putting a little bit too much thought into it. I think I will say that I can't remember who said it, but somebody on Twitter made a good point that there are old men in the Tekken universe, that there are old guys, but there's not really any old women. There aren't really any old women. All of the women are relatively young women, like all of them. Zafina, Katarina, some of them are robots. Alyssa,
it's like that in a lot of fighting games, aren't it? Like it's a lot of not a lot of fighting games have like older women in it. They're all young.
Yeah. Like there aren't a whole lot of. Off the top of my head, even if there are, I can't think of any that are like where they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put an old lady in this game, and she's gonna be like the female Master Roshi or something like that." Nothing comes to mind. So that's an issue for another time. I think for another time maybe. But yeah, like that. It is an issue for sure. But the thing about it is that I think Lidia is a cool character. I think that if you have Lidia, I think you should give her a chance. Try her out. Her stances are very interesting. She's just an interesting looking character to begin with. Like just off rip, she has some really cool moves. So if you're definitely interested in Lidia, go ahead, try her out. I definitely recommend it.